Hey, what is up everybody, Bladecifer here, and today I have for you guys another video of Black Clover Mobile. Inside today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to score high on side this special episode here, which is for the Noelle event now. Of course, if you guys are interested in this type of stuff, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And if you're new or returning, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. I'll keep you guys updated on a lot of Black Clover Mobile related things here, as well as different tips and tricks as well. But all right, getting into the video here, we're gonna be going over exactly how to score high in this event here, and pretty much if you want to try and aim for, I want to say 2,500 points plus here in order to get a lot of the better rewards. Now this has been out for quite some time and we got 4 days left, so I decided to go ahead and just say what we are currently going to be doing exactly to score these high. And you're going to need a few things. One of the few things that you want to have, of course, is a shield breaker. So characters such as like Yami, Asta, and stuff like that will do perfect here. And the main reason, of course, that you want to go for these type of characters here is because them with their link immediately can actually remove barriers. So characters like them, of course, are going to be very much so necessary, seeing that Noelle's second phase puts up a lot of barriers here and can make it very much so hard to actually go against. The next thing that you actually want to go ahead and have in your team immediately is going to be a healer. Mimosa, as many of us should have, is the perfect healer for this. You could very well use Charmy, though, just in case one of your teammates end up dying / you do need extra buffs here. Mimosa is the actual perfect person to be in this slot. Nothing else is really too crazy with this. All you need to know is just keep your teammates pretty much above the health mark here, while also having Mars and Lotus do some decent little debuffs / buffs in order to score high. So the overall moment that you're going to be pretty much stacking up here is focusing on a lot of at least your debuffs / just regular skills and things that you're using here in order to at least obtain as many points as possible. Each debuff that you end up placing, same as buff, is 40 points. And that's going to be the main thing that we're going to be focusing on here. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, one of the few things I will immediately say, the first phase is going to be kind of your important phase. I kind of blitz through it all the time by mistake, but first phase is going to be your important one here because over here you don't have a time limit. You're actually able to farm as long as possible, as many points as possible. But do remember, the more turns you take, the less points you're going to get. Though these things kind of go hand in hand with one another, so you could very well just try your hardest to just say, forget it, I'm gonna do what I want to do and go with that. Or you can just go ahead and just say, nah, I will go ahead and just kind of blitz through it the way you want to. Now both things aren't really a bad solution. It's not really bad to do either one, though there are certain better, ideas to do. So we're gonna just go ahead and use our ultimates here, mainly stacking up as many buffs and debuffs as possible. Our characters are getting kind of low, but I think we should be pretty much perfectly fine. We're gonna go for the people with the bad marks here, mainly because these are the people that we don't want to one-shot immediately. The great people are the ones we don't want to one-shot immediately here, in order to at least get as many points off as possible. So by doing this, let's go ahead and use this to at least stall a little bit more, get us all of our health back, and then we're gonna slowly pick apart these guys. So if we're talking about which one who has the most health immediately, it's gonna be number 2. So what we will go ahead and do is we're going to use this, use that number 2 here for the skill 2, get a nice hit off, and then we're going to immediately use that as well to kill this off. Now from this point on, I think we're pretty much in the ballpark for it. Let's get at least an extra hit off. I don't like personally attacking and killing with Yami, but it's kind of the only thing that we can do. So let's go ahead and do this here, and then immediately first turn, whenever you hear, this is the main reason you don't want to use Yami's ultimate / his chain attack, is because on the first one, since she does have this barrier here, you want to go ahead and strip that off, or else it's going to be absolutely a problem for you. So let's go ahead and do this real quick, get the buff immediately, and strip off that nice barrier, giving us a nice amount of 80 points. And then your secondary thing is definitely, because you're going to need Lotus for this as usual, is definitely going to be slowing down the enemy. This is definitely going to help you out a lot. The incapacitation is helpful for at least extra damage / slowing her down is absolutely amazing here. So We don't have the extra duration effect, which is perfectly fine, but we do want to stack up as much on buffs and debuffs. So we're going to use his first skill. Take a little bit of this, of course, perfectly fine. Use Yami's second skill to get both of those points off, of course. And then I think from here, we can just pretty much just play around and just use a couple things as well to deal some nice damage. I ended up extending the debuff here. So if you guys do need that, you can very well do so. And we're going to use the ultimate because we don't want to use any attacks that's going to deal damage pretty much for the most part here. And let's go ahead and continue hitting with our double buffs. Knock her back a little bit as well. At this point of time, we could very well just use an ultimate and she should not die. But you know what? Yeah, we should be able to use an ultimate and she shouldn't die. She just take a decent bit of damage here. So boom, there we go. We got at least a nice fit. Ultimates is nice because of course you're building yourself a decent bit of points off of that as well. With the less combined attacks slash ultimates we do use here. And then we're gonna go ahead, heal. I think we are looking at a good amount of let's say, I would think we're looking at a nice bit of damage here. I want to say at least. So let's go ahead. Nice bit of damage with some buffs and debuffs. Use our ultimate here. Get that knocked down. She's going to go ahead and attack us, which is perfectly fine with us. So at this point here, you guys, this is where things get a little bit iffy. You want to go ahead and just attack the shield. Just keep attacking. Nothing's going to be, because at this point, she's too low. She cannot hurt you anymore. You can just pretty much continue going in here and just slowly knocking her down. She's only going to use the shield once, of course. So at this point, just go ahead, go for it. Strip off any buffs that you can do while also providing some more damage. And from here, we pretty much got this in the bag. So she's going to hit us, put up another shield, of course. I think we could very well. Yes, we can. So now we can actually go ahead and strip the shield off perfectly fine. Now that we've done everything here, we get the elite shield stripper here, and immediately this is a kill. So boom, there we go. Now let's see how many points we end up getting. We should have at least 2.6 plus here. So let's see. If we got this, I'm wondering what we got. Oh, 3.2. Even better. Holy crap. So we ended up beating our last score here, and that is actually amazing. So that is pretty much how you're going to run this whole thing here. And then, as I said, the more debuffs and buffs that you put on, the better. Higher your HP, the better. Of course, less amount of combination attacks you deal is also amazing. But surely do remember, the amount of damage you deal, which is why we ended up using that Yami ult at the beginning, or at least near the middle slash end, is because the more damage you deal, the more points you're going to get here. So surely try to follow this to the T. It really does help quite a lot here. We got the 3.2k, so I mean, like, that was absolutely amazing, to be honest here. And I was not expecting that. So we are now officially ranked 25. And all right, well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, which consider subscribing if you are new. I do daily Black Clover mobile videos. See you guys.